Well, all righty then. How's it going, everybody? That was fun. Yeah. So that was the Labyrinth in action. What'd you think? How's it going, everybody in the chat? There's Mr. Synth Samurai, and we've got See You in Heaven. Yeah. How's it going, guys? Yeah. Oh, what's this say? Oh, See You in Heaven wants me to get Pro 3. Yeah, that's probably not going to happen, man, for a long time. I would love one, but that's not going to happen. But anyway, yeah, so, I was just playing around, and I thought that was pretty cool, using the two sequencers right here, and kind of, using the corrupt button and all that stuff to make things sound really cool. I was also using the donor B1, and it was also using in Logic. I was using the Ultra Beat in Logic, which is pretty cool. So I just thought it was kind of fun to do that. And talk a little bit about the Labyrinth, because everybody is like, oh, gaga goo goo over the Labyrinth. And I just saw a really cool video about the Labyrinth. I forget the guy's name. He put out a song, and it had a really cool artwork of the cover and stuff. And I thought that was really neat. And also, sorry, I've been away for a while. I went on vacation. I was on a little vacation, a little 5-day vacation, which was nice. And I haven't done anything. And I know Samurai was very ill, and so he was off not doing anything. And I saw the video yesterday, and he was talking about the Labyrinth, and I jumped in. I was actually on vacation walking through this store with my wife and listening to the Synth Samurai's broadcast. And I was commenting as I'm walking through the store, and people must have thought I was friggin' whacked, but that's beside the point. But anyway, yeah, and my wife just kind of gave me that look like, really? Even on vacation, you got to talk about synthesizers? It's like, yeah, it's what I do. It's what we do. We're all a bunch of synth fanatics. But anyway, so, I hope everybody enjoyed that little jam. What I like about doing little jams like that is the little surprise elements that you get out of stuff, I'm a huge fan of surprises. And, one of the surprises that I have is the fact that this wasn't the Labyrinth at all. In fact, it was two Behringer edges. And I know I'm going to catch a lot of flack for this. Let me get rid of this little ditty here. I don't know why that's on there. Sorry. I'm probably going to catch a lot of flack for this, but I have two Behringer edges. One of them isn't working properly. It's doing some weird stuff, but in a good way, I guess. You heard it. It sounded pretty cool, right? It's not supposed to be doing some of the things that it's doing. And, other people are going to say, well, what do you expect? It's Behringer. Behringer stuff is crap, and it's just going to crap out on you. And whatever, man. It hasn't crapped out on me. It's just doing some interesting things. And I'm going to take it apart and I'm going to mess with it, but I got another one to replace it, and they told me to keep it. I was going to send it back, and they told me to keep it. So now I have two edges, and that's what you heard in that jam. You heard two edges. And I don't know about you, but I think that sounded pretty cool. And I know, like I said, I'm going to catch a lot of flack for this kind of stuff because I said it was a Labyrinth, and it's not. But I got to tell you, I think the Labyrinth is I don't know. I don't really, I've seen so many videos on the Labyrinth, and I'm not a Moog guy. I used to be. Moog has really disappointed me in the past couple of years. So yeah. Samurai says, blows away the labby. Okay. Yeah. I mean, think about it. Two Behringer Edges, right? Two Behringer Edges, $199 a piece. What's that tell you? That's still less than the Labyrinth. And other people are going to say,
well, the Labyrinth, it's a special synthesizer, and it's only for those people who have a niche situation in their modular setups.
Yeah, whatever, dude. Other people have said, well, you know, it's the greatest thing that Moog has come up with. And come on, man. Come on. What shills? What crap? It's not the greatest thing Moog has come up with. The subsequent 37 is a great synthesizer. The Mini Moog, to this day, will be one of the greatest synthesizers ever. You're gonna like that one. See you in heaven. I know, because you like that puppy. And I played one, and they're beautiful. They're amazing. The workmanship, everything about it. But don't tell me that this Moog Labyrinth is the greatest thing since sliced bread that Moog has ever created, because that's a bunch of crap. And I'm probably going to catch flack for this, you know. And I also saw something on the the edge color. Yeah, I love the colors. The color of the edge is great, man. But I also noticed there's something going on in YouTube right now. YouTubers are getting sued by manufacturers. Yeah, don't you think that's great? It's bad enough that, you know, people are struggling in this planet of ours right now, you know, and here in the United States, you know, that they're going to be suing YouTubers because they're giving honest opinions. I don't have a Labyrinth, nor do I want one. Moog, if you want to send me one, I'll give you my honest opinion. I will do a huge demo of it. I will play the hell out of it. But one thing I won't do is I won't hook it up to anything else, because that's all I keep seeing. It's all I keep seeing. Now, I can just play the two Behringer Edges by themselves. I don't even have any effects on them. There was no effects on that. No effects. The only effects might have been the Donor B1. I might have had effects on that. But no effects. Okay? I had effects because on the Donor B1, there's built-in reverb and delay. I had some reverb and delay on that, just a little bit. But on the edges, I had nothing. Nothing at all. Make Real Music. What's up, man? So you know, that was just the units themselves. You know, and I did say I had the Ultra Beat on in using in Logic. That's what I'm using to sequence everything through MIDI, and I added the drums through Ultra Beat, which is a great, you know, software drum machine. And that's it. You know, I don't know, you know, I just, you know, if Moog wants to send me one of these, great. I'm even going to write to them. I'm going to try it. And I'm not looking for a muse. I'm not looking for anything. I don't even like demoing stuff half the time. If people send me stuff, I kind of sit there and go, yeah, I'm going to give you my honest opinion. You know what's funny? This microphone that I'm using right now, I did 2 reviews on this microphone. The first review I did on this microphone, it was horrible. I was honest. But then I tweaked things and I got things to work. And actually, this is one of my favorite microphones now. This is by Toner. I'll put the I'll put it down in the description. Toner actually makes really inexpensive microphones, and this actually sounds really good. You know, is it a Shure? No, but it sounds pretty good. You know, But yeah, I just, if somebody wants to give me, if Moog, if you want to send me one of those labyrinths, and I've been hearing all kinds of stuff about the labyrinth being, it's one of those things that you got to kind of dive in deep and you'll really get a hold of it and build your song around it. Well, I heard it in several videos. And a couple of people did play it standalone and they couldn't take it anymore. So they had to add other stuff to it. I'm just being honest. It's very thin sounding. I was actually going to make the edges sound thin just so that I could pretend that it was a labyrinth. I don't know. This is when I hear my brain shuts off. I can decide what notes to play. Yeah. I agree. It's Country Fair 74. I agree. Yes, I do. I do have a very powerful Matrix Brute. I love my Matrix Brute. I intend to do some more videos on the Matrix Brute. But it just really irritates me when the entire, and Synth Samurai mentioned this on his video yesterday, and he was getting kind of loud, and Katana actually yelled out at him and said, "Hey man, you got to settle down a little bit. My wife does that stuff to me too." But he was getting mad, and I don't, it's just so bizarre, like every video I saw was like, it was just so thin sounding and like, build you. I forget what the guy's name was, and I respect him and whatever, man. I know I called everybody shills that did this thing, and I probably shouldn't say that because I'm kicking the hornet's nest, but come on, man. Andrew Wong or Hong or whatever his name is said this was the greatest piece of equipment that Moog has ever made. And again, I just stop kissing ass. I just don't get it, man. It's not the greatest thing that Moog ever created. It's thin. I'm sure it has its purpose. The last video I heard, it sounded like a DFAM on steroids. Cool. But, then the other guy, I forget his name, he turns around and he says, well, if you tweak it up and you turn it up, the distortion or whatever it was on it, the wave folder, it gets this gnarly distortion. Well, it wasn't so gnarly, man. I come from a heavy metal background. You want to talk about gnarly distortion? Let me tell you, it's not gnarly distortion. It was like, it sounded like static. And I was just kind of like not impressed with it. So yeah. I just don't get it. What does it say? Tactical MIDI, I'll make the Hydrasynth sound random. Hydrasynth, and then I heard what, I don't know where I heard this. Maybe Samurai sent this to me. Excuse me, but what was it? It's a niche product for people who want to experiment with sound. Okay. All right. I'll give you that, right? And I know modular setups are like that. There's a lot of, I had a modular setup. I had a Pittsburgh modular setup. And I did experiment a lot. Did I get any work done? No. All I did was sat there and twiddled knobs and plugged patch cables in. Hours would go by and I sat there and went, I haven't recorded anything. I don't know. What does it say? Where can I find this 2-edge jam? I looked on your channel. I actually, yeah, dude, I did it at the beginning of the show. I did it on my live little video that I play. It's something that I'm doing new now. But I actually intend to record it. So I'll do another video just using those two and let you hear the jam. I'll do that in the up and coming next couple of days. But I'll definitely let you guys check that out. What does it say here? It says the only one worth buying is a subharmonicon. Now, see, the subharmonicon is very interesting to me. I will admit that's a very interesting little synthesizer. It's different. It's definitely something that you would definitely dive deep into, and I know it's not structured, and I guess that's what they're trying to say about the Labyrinth, but I'm not hearing what I hear from the subharmonicon at all. Sorry. I just think that you want to hear you want to hear the edges together? All right, let me see. Hold on. See if I can do this. Give me a sec. Let's see. Now that's just raw, right? Now hold on. We add a little drums to that. Now this is what it reminded me of the Labyrinth when I did this. I added the drums in. Now I'm going to add the B1 in. And so that's the two edges, the B1 and the Ultra B. And then I'm just flicking different switches here. I'm turning the VCA mode basically on slow, the slow and fast on the edge, which is up here. Do it on the other one. I'll turn down the B1 a little bit. And I'll bring up some decay on the second one. Bring up the decay on the first one. We'll turn down the B1. And we'll turn off the drums. And let's hear this. And there you have it. Let me get this back. So yeah, so I mean, you know, it's fun. I think they sound amazing, and again, it's only like $400 for two of them. So you know, the B1's sick, yeah, man. The B1's a killer little synthesizer. A lot of people ragged on it, and well, I know Samurai, you don't like it because you think it's goofy looking. But I got to tell you, it sounds cool, man. It's got some great, 303 chops on it. Comes with some delay, reverb, gets nasty, has some decent distortion in it. You know, we're talking about distortion. This has great distortion. The TD03, TD3, I mean, that has great distortion in it. I got the MO model, and that thing's got serious distortion in it, you know. So yeah, man. So I get angry when I see stuff like, I mean, the internet was flooded with, and it still is. It's still coming. I sent Samurai a couple of videos today because it just keeps coming. They just keep putting them out there. Everybody's like, oh, I got a Labyrinth. I'm gonna make a video, and I sit there and I go, okay, let me check it out. This is gonna be cool. And I just sit there and I go, really? So yeah, man, I don't know. It says, what's this one? It says, okay, I'm trying to convince you all. Go through. Even beats the mini Moog. You know what, man? Do it. Do it. I know. Yeah, synth punk. Yes, I know it's you. Yeah, do it, man. I do it in depth. I would love it. Like I said, I played the Pro 3. Um, was it back at NAM, and it was amazing. It's a great synthesizer. I wanted to do the one that you have, the flip up one, but there was some dude using it, so I ended up playing on the regular one, the one that didn't have the flip top. But still, unbelievable synth. I wish I took some video of that when I was there. Because it was fun to play with. The sequencer on that thing is just dumb. It's just ridiculous. I mean, in a good way. But yeah, make real music, shill punk. Okay. Here we go. Let the innuendos fly, gentlemen. But anyway, yeah, guys. So I just wanted to make a video to just show the diversity between the two edges and how they can sound. And that's just, I wasn't even really doing drum patterns with that. I was just using it for, like, you know, synth bleeps and bloops and farts and stuff like that, and get some great stuff out of it. On the second one, I did have the noise factor all the way up on it. This button right here, the VCF mod noise, and then I did have the noise, which is also acts as an external in. I want to stop messing with the FM. I haven't started patching it yet. I patched the first one that I had, and I think I screwed something up, and that's why it's making some type of weird sound. But the weird sound, it sounded great, I thought. When it first started happening, I was very angry. I was like, oh man, you know, this thing's messing up, you know. But you know, I just think that for the price of the Labyrinth, you get yourself two Behringer edges. Some people will be like, wow, I can all get it all in one box. And I mean, I can be honest with you. I heard this one track today that this guy did, and I swear to God, it was a DFAM. There was no picture of it. It was just a picture of an album cover or something. There was no video. It was just sound. It could have been a DFAM. I don't know. Nobody will know. And maybe that guy will call me out. I don't know. Maybe if he's ever watching my channel, I don't know. I don't know who's watching my channel anymore. But I just think that people are flooding the airways and the video ways with these modules. And I don't know if they're getting them for free, if they're buying them with their own money. I know some people were. I don't know. All I know is that I'm tired of it, and I can't watch anymore. I haven't seen anything really done well with it. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But I just wanted to make a quick video. I just wanted to show you what the capabilities were with both edges. And I will be doing another video of the jam that I just did. And I'll set up the cameras so that you can see what I'm doing and stuff. Maybe I'll throw some Hydra synth on there. I don't know. For the price of the Labyrinth, I can buy an Edge and a Crave and a Spice. Aha! You know what? You could. You really could. I'm curious about the Spice myself, actually. I mean, the Crave is cool. You know, I had a Mother 32. I had a DFAM. My Mother 32 started giving me trouble, so I got rid of it. I had it fixed. I sold it. My Sub Fatty, I had that, a Moog Sub Fatty, great bass synth. Twice I had to have that fixed. And guys, I'm just using this in a studio, and the voices went on it the first time, and then the filter went on it the second time, the ladder filter. So I just sent it out and had them fix it, and then I sold it. That's one thing. I don't sell broken gear. I made sure that they were fixed and functional. The DFAM, there was nothing wrong with that. I just got rid of it. One of the biggest things with the DFAM is it didn't have MIDI. You know, and everybody's like, wow, it's got CV. And that's great. And I had it hooked up to, I had to have it hooked up to my, my key step to use it. I did have it going into the Mother 32 at one time. But, you know, that's why when I got the Edge, I was like, hey, you know what? This is way cheaper, and it sounds just as good, if not better. Some people are going to be like, oh, how could the Behringer sound as good as
the DFAM.
Well, it did. I think it sounds better. I think there's more to play with. I don't know why. It just seems like it's laid out better. I don't know. It's weird. I think there's a couple other features on here that aren't on the DFAM, but I haven't had it in a while, so I don't remember quite what it was. But yeah, Bro, Hydra Synth and Edge Jam. Yeah, I'm down. I'm gonna try a bunch of things, man. Listen to me. You have a freaking Matrix brute. Stop buying subordinate synthesizers. You're better off. Well, I come on. I know I have some great synthesizers, man, but I just like everything. If I could buy everything, I would, but I can't. I don't have enough room, and stuff gets costly, you know. Yeah, the Tiger is nice. That's a nice synthesizer. It really is. Like I said, I love Pittsburgh modular stuff. I think Richard is a great guy. I've talked to him on the phone. Super nice guy. It's funny when you call Pittsburgh Modular for support, Richard answers the phone. You don't get that in a lot of companies. And he's a very cool guy. And what do we got here? What does it say? Polyamorous synth lovers. Oh. What the? All right. So yeah, anyway, man, was it Edge is a synth marvel for $199? Yes, it is. And let me tell you, I would totally recommend the Edge to anybody. It's just a great sounding synth. And it's solid. It's heavy. It's got some weight to it. It's a heavy piece of gear. And it's all analog. Can't beat that with a stick, you know? Second play. Oh, okay. Well, that's your opinion, sir. But anyway, yeah, guys. So I'm going to leave you now. And I just thought I would put this out there as a quick little jam, quick little discussion I had. I know I got all upset and angry and stuff about the Labyrinth. I don't know. I'm not a fan, and I'm tired of these people saying it's the greatest thing since sliced bread, because it's not. Yes, See You in Heaven definitely needs a drum machine. Yeah. I recommend a drum machine. I could recommend. I'm going to go with I like the Roland TR-8S, and I like the Arturia Drum Brute Impact. Great sounding drum machines. And the Edge. Yeah. I have a lot of drum machines. I have too many drum machines, actually. But yeah, man, I'm going to let you guys go. Was it? Wait a minute. Hold on here. Hey, Mike, how's it going? This is great. You guys got a lot of guys in here. A lot of guys and gals. And it's good that you guys are all happening and coming into my channel, and I appreciate that. What is this? It stinks. Oh, Jesus. I thought I was bad. But yeah, man, let me know what you think. And I'm going to just pose a question to you. Let me ask you this. I was going to go, but I'm going to ask you this. How many of you right now want to buy a Labyrinth? That's my question. I'm waiting. Anybody? Might get an Edge to go with my DFAM. Listen, that's Starsky Carr put out a video in comparison, and then I think somewhere in the video he plays them both. I like the DFAM. I just don't like the fact that DFAM didn't have MIDI. You know. Let's see. Harmonic Sonics. All right. I don't know what's going on right now, but you guys are having a conversation. So I'm just going to leave you with this. I'm going to do a little jam. Country Fear 74. I ordered a TEO5. Nice, dude. Very cool. I'm still waiting for the Samurai to order his. He's still playing around with the idea of selling that MPC. Samurai, you going to sell that thing or what? I commented to you yesterday, too. I said, Samurai, don't make me come up there, take that thing out of your hands and put it up for sale and then send you a gift card. Don't make me do that. Yeah, you do, bro. You definitely do. I know. See You in Heaven would rather see you get a Pro 3, but you know, I think the TEO5 is dope. If I could get one, I would. Don't do it. What? Sell the MPC? Is that? Don't do the TEO5. I don't know. I'm getting confused here. To send me a Behringer cat. Well, I mean, he might. Thought Samurai already sold it. Well, I thought he did too, but apparently he didn't. Don't sell the MPC? What are you buying next? Me? Nothing. I can't buy anything right now. Gas radar. Yeah, gas radar is always up, my friend. I can't buy anything right now. I barely, if I showed you the way I have my edges set up, it's horrible. You know what? Let me do that. Let me see if I can. Give me a sec. See. I'm going to actually do this. I'll show you guys. Get it turned on. Hang on. No, the screen's black. I'm still here. I'll just show you the way I have this set up. It's really pitiful, actually. Let's see. See if I can get this going. Get this little second camera happening here. All right. So right there, that's the way I've got those set up. It's horrible. I want to get a little stand for it. And I just think that it would be cool if I could get this set up with a nice little stand. Go over here and I'll show you the here's the B1, the donor B1. This little guy here that I intend to stop using. But yeah, that's how I have those set up. And I'm not happy with it, obviously, and there's wires everywhere and it's just a mess. But yeah, so. All right. So yeah, yeah, I mean, it looks cool. But I mean, I just think that it would be, I just think it would be better if it was like on a stand and it would just be much better. I do have the other one elevated on a stand, but I'm going to try to figure out how to do it or maybe buy one. There's a company that I usually buy stands from called 3D Waves. He's a pretty cool guy. I believe he's in Texas. This stuff's pretty inexpensive. You can guys check him out on Reverb, I believe is where his page is at, reverb.com. But yeah, oh yes, I'm sure Etsy has some. Yeah, you know, it's funny. I meant to tell Samurai about this, but anybody else who has a Hydrosynth, I found a guy on Etsy that makes wood cheeks for the Hydrosynth. They're kind of expensive. They're up like, I think like $100 for two oak wood cheeks. And I just think it would look really dope. He shows a picture of one with the Hydrosynth with the wood cheeks on it. Excuse me. And it looks amazing. Let's see. I don't know if I can find that right now, but I know that it's somewhere. It's definitely Etsy. I found it on. You can find anything on Etsy. It's amazing. But yeah, so I'm just reading the comments here. Yes, the Proton. That's a killer synth, man. That might be on my gas radar. I don't know. It's weird. The thing that's on my gas radar, and I think Samurai ordered one. I don't know. Did you get that that synth from Sonicware yet? I want metal neon pink wood cheeks. Okay. Proton, yeah, bro, the proton neutron, yeah. Yeah, the ambient. Oh, yeah, you didn't get that yet, right? It's on its way. Yeah. You guys should check that out. The Sonicware, sorry, the ambient zero, which looks really cool. Sounds amazing. But yeah, that's something that's on my gas radar. But again, it's a desktop. And the funny thing about that is the desktop is, it's kind of like, I don't have any more room. As you can see, my desk was pretty cluttered as it is. And also where I have my my wasps and my cat, that's a very cluttered little desk over there, which is basically a rack. And I just don't have any more room. I don't know what to do. So might be selling some stuff. Who knows? What about more Hydrosynths? Well, I was thinking about that. You and I had talked about that, Samurai. It was a video you sent me yesterday. I believe it was the dude that had three Hydrosynths. I think he had two desktop models and I think it was either the deluxe, I believe. Sounded unbelievable. So I was thinking about the Hydra desktop too. That's a pretty cool unit. It basically is the same exact unit as the keyboard that I have without the keys. That's what I was looking at first because I was going to control it with the Osmos. But I'm glad I didn't do that. I'm glad I got the keyboard because the keyboard's actually really cool. I did see a video. Synthpunk had sent Matson, I forget his name, the Mini Freak, and I got to tell you, like, that thing sounded amazing. You know, the way he demoed it, and I thought that was really cool that you did that, man. But yeah, you know, I was looking at possibly doing another Hydrosynth later on, maybe like I said, the desktop version, but I don't know, man. Yeah, Rick, yeah. Yeah, that was a great video. And it sounded awesome. Again, the Mini Freak. It's a great synthesizer. You guys really should check it out. If anybody hasn't bought one of those yet, again, $5.99 for a Labyrinth or $5.99 for a Mini Freak, which blows that thing out of the water. Just saying, you know. But yeah. Oh yeah, that was really cool too. Dave from the Pixies. I saw that. The video was awesome, dude. Gave Rick the 37, the subsequent 37, which is crazy. That's a wicked expensive synthesizer. But the story behind what was going on with Rick is sad, and you know, it's incredible. And I did message him. I said, you know, the synth community is awesome. People care. People show a lot of love and respect. You know, once in a while, you know, we tend to kick the hornet's nest and we get stung, but you know, it is what it is, kids. I don't plan on doing any of that myself, but you know, I think I might have done it tonight. You know, if somebody sees this video and they don't like what I had to say about the labyrinth, I really don't care. You know, I speak my mind, I speak the truth, and you know, what's true to me anyway. And if nobody likes that, whatever, you know, just like a lot of things in life, I like a lot of things that other people don't like, and I don't care, you know? So, you know, anyway, I'm going to take you out on a jam, and, you know, like I always say, stay frosty, kids, and, you know, keep rocking, keep rolling, keep synthing. Oh, one other thing. Check out my it's echocraft.com, and that's my merch page. I have some brand new shirts that just came out. I do have one called Forgive Me, Father, for I Have Synthed that I just came out with. I actually took it from another shirt that I made. But you guys should definitely check that out. I don't know if I can get it up here. Let me see if I can get it. Let me get up. Let me get this thing up and running. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Let's see. Let's go up here. Oh, look, there's the labyrinth. Isn't that special? Ah. All right, let's do, here we go. So this is my merch page. This is a new shirt right here. Forgive Me, Father, for I have synth. And I have the Ghost Echo on the sleeve. I can show it to you. Ghost Echo on the sleeve. Got Echo Craft written Japanese down the middle of the back. And then on this side, I have a saw wave written in Japanese. But yeah, this is one of the new merchandise products that I have out. I ordered one of these myself. I want to see what it looks like. It came out pretty good. And then I have the, this is the Echo Craft Frequency Hunter hoodie. I ordered one of these. It came out really nice. On the front, it's embroidered. Got Echo Craft embroidered on the front. So yeah, so you guys check it out. That is my Echo Craft homepage for my, you know, my merch. So check it out. Prices, I lowered the prices. A lot of the stuff was really expensive. That hoodie was like $65. I dropped it down to $38. I'm not looking to make money. I just want to get my name out there and get people to wear my stuff, and you definitely check it out. I know the Samurai, he's got one of my shirts. He wears it a lot, and I appreciate that. But yeah, man, you know, oh, I actually have the Kumite shirt on right now. Good stuff. So anyway, all right, so I'm going to take you out on a jam, and I hope everybody enjoyed themselves tonight. And I know that I did go on a rant, and I apologize. But, you know, that's what I do. Again, I don't care. Oh, and stay tuned, because Wednesday night, the Samurai and I are back. We had a little bit of a hiatus, but yeah, we're back, man. We're going to be doing Synth Fighter. And I forget, what episode is it? Is it episode 8 or 9? Samurai, what episode is it? I forget. Well, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that you're a fan. Thank you so much. I appreciate all you guys. I really do. I'm glad that everybody came in tonight and was chatting up stuff with me, and we got some good vibes going. And I love it. You know what I mean? But hey, so check it out Wednesday night, Synth Fighter with Samurai and Echo Craft. We're going to be talking about a lot of stuff. Probably some of the stuff I talked about tonight. Hopefully we won't rant too much, but we'll try to keep it to a script anyway of what we usually talk about. But again, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I'm going to take you out on a little jam. So here we go.